Okay, so it's been a little while since I last played this here. Let me make sure that this stream is actually going to be working properly here. It should be. I just want to make sure it is right up front here. Yeah, seems like we're fine. Yeah, so anyway, it's been a little while, and I need to look at this carefully. So, we are making the industrial area down here, as indicated by this eye, which is very handy. And we are currently making the water tanks, with the left side going to be the clean water, and the right side going to be the polluted water. Right? Now, we were doing some research of some kind, and we're going to get power generation stations, because we just found this. Right. Okay, so then I need to make a tank for the natural gas over there somewhere. We'll take care of that problem. And I'm also building a space, like a method to space right here. There is something right there that I need to explore. We don't have any food production yet. Right. How have I made it 20 cycles without food production? I must have really stripped this place. But alright, let's do it. What's yellow alert? Mop. Right. Excuse me? Okay, there we go. That'll be fine. It's always when I start these streams up that I have to sneeze. Every time. Okay. Now. Do we have a cook yet? That's a great cook. Hold on a minute. Do we have a cook? Okay. That guy's my researching guy. This person's my builder. This person does the digging. I do not have a cook. Well, congratulations. I now have a cook. It's gotta be something related to food, right? Gruntilda. I see that name all the time. I'm gonna call him Beef Man. That's Beef Man right there. Cool. Beef Man, your job is to cook. Yo, Beef Man. And hold on, I need to turn this down just a smidgen, I think. Okay, so where's old Beef Man at? I just got him here somewhere. Cooking. Cooking. You are now my cook. Congratulations. And also, my original guy doesn't need to do that anymore. So, well, I get this guy a secondary of tidying. Maybe he was kind of interested in it, and we're going to need somebody to do that. Now, what are we looking at here? I'm going to need this, for sure. I'm also going to need that. I'm just going to get this now. Because what goes the battery if I can't even use the wires on it, right? I need to get that later. I need to get a bunch of this stuff, actually, but... Okay. Now. So here's what's going on. It's just gonna have to happen. Well, first and foremost, I need him to do this, because this is gonna fill up. The good news is this guy is doing what he's supposed to, but he's not going to have any oxygen for a while down there, so that's going to be a little awkward for him to build. But that's okay. Now. I've learned my lesson, and I'm immediately going to do this. Done. Cool. And that will allow me to have like a buffer right here that I can work with. It'll keep this thing's heat, which is going to be really hot, off of that until I can get it to work right. Now, the oil refinery and whatnot, I'm not really worried about it. Nor the generators. But a peat burner. A peat burner? Oh, let me move my face here so you can read this. Where's it at? Excuse me? There it is. Peat burner. Burns peat to produce electrical power. Produces a small amount of carbon dioxide and polluted water. Can you farm peat? So how does one get peat? Let me look that up here real quick. Peat. Okay, let me move my face back over here. So, peat is this stuff here. You can burn it into coal, which is cool. Basically, the clay and peat go into the kiln to make ceramic. Or you could just put it alone in there to get that. Or you could put nickel, which I've never even seen before, to make blast shot. Man, there's a bunch of different recipes for blast shot. Blast shot, I should say. Tough meat and peat in a smoker makes tender brisket. Okay, so I'm gonna need peat as a cooking ingredient, it looks like. A pike apple? I have no idea what that is. Okay, so... Okay, long story short, use the peat with this lum guy here, whatever that is, to get the peat. What is that? You good, man? I don't think he's okay. What is he doing? Okay. Apparently that guy really cannot be in water. That's a serious problem. But he's not gonna die, he's just incapacitated, right? Well, can somebody grab him? I feel like that's probably pretty important, guys. Can somebody go help this guy? Please? Maybe? And also, can we prioritize building these 2 tanks? That'd be wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay, so then they should focus on that. Oh, you also need to get the water out of here to prevent this guy from getting exposed to it. Which is going to be a serious problem. That's also going to be a problem for him. But the good news is they are actually building the tank now, so that's very nice. Where's this guy going? Beefman, you literally just got here. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, that man's going to die. Oh, never mind, okay. Thought he was going to be dead for sure. Oh, man, I really need to box that thing in. So... Okay. We're also going to need them to build these, and I think just for now, I'm going to prioritize those. That'll be easy for them to build, and they can start farming up all the resources I'm going to need for this. Wait, what? Teleport a duplicate and defrost. Oh, I forgot about that. Is this guy alive? Yes. Somehow. great to see that you're not dead, buddy. Can you do yourself a favor? Also, I need to turn this down a little bit more, I think. I totally forgot you existed, man. I'm sorry. Bog bucket will work for me. And do you have any, electrical? Yes, you do. Very nice indeed. Can I deconstruct that so I can put ladders there? Preferably. So I'll let this guy go do his thing here for a while. It's going to take him a while. The good news is there is oil down here. Honestly, I just kind of need this guy to buy time. It's the wrong thing, bud. There we go. Give me that. Okay. Get back into the swing of things here a little bit. Can you mop any of this? Can mop a little bit of it. Okay, we got a wattage sensor and the power shut-off stuff for the heavy watt wires, which is great because now I can just start building the heavy watt wires by default. Now I need to go tell them to get these airlocks right here. I'm going to need those soon. The mechanized airlocks are a great help for exactly one purpose. Okay, so plant these on priority 7, copy the settings, and plant them. Is this guy already doing his thing again? How is this guy already exposed to water? Alright, well that's that guy's problem. He barely touched any water. And I think that's kind of ridiculous that it's that sensitive. Like, if your robotic feet touch the water, I don't think you should be that incapacitated, but alright. Ooh, we got a Draco. I can make an oxygen production station, which is going to be down here in the industrial area. So that would be very nice. Now, there's something I need to look up right now. This is going to seem super, super weird to people who haven't played this game a lot. I need to get an end game material almost immediately for this base to make it and not take 500 years. So I'm going to look up how to get it in this update. It is called Super Coolant. Okay, here we go. So Super Coolant here is an extraordinarily useful material. I still need fullerene, but I only need gold and petroleum now in an emulsifier to get super coolant. I do not have to put that through the molecular forge, which is what you used to have to do. And that thing took forever to get. But the emulsifier, I'm pretty sure I could get quickly, right? Let me go look. Where's the emulsifier at? That's a smoker and all that. Emulsifier. Okay. Emulsifier. There it is. Yeah, I can get that without even having to go to the radiation research. That's fantastic. So I'm going to have to go do that sometime in the near future here. So pretty much as soon as we get that, I think I'll start that up. I might have to go ahead and get this first, actually, but after that, then we'll do this and eventually that. I like that plan. But until I get the resources, there's not really a reason to research it. So we'll take care of that as we need to. Now, so long as this guy doesn't ever touch water, he's great. But I'm glad I don't have all of them. Just robotic because you know how bad that would suck if one of them touched any bit of water. Now, we have a farmer already I know of. We got this guy. It's not worth it. I'll take the omelet. Thank you very much. Okay, you, sir, need to go ahead and build more rooms. And we're going to just start dividing these up. Okay. Now. Yeah, we're fine. Cool. Got him. Then just mine that out. That'll give that guy something to do here for a while. And we're going to completely deconstruct this, so don't worry about it. And I mean all of it. Perfect. Nice. Now back to here. What do we got? Doing okay? Great. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna go quit, basically fix it so I quit sneezing. I'll be right back. That is not good. That is not good at all. That was not supposed to happen. Buddy, you might not want to be underwater right now. Okay. Go up there and everybody, we're good. Everybody chill. Those now just got to priority 9. I left at the wrong time, but that's okay. We can pump that back up in there. It's not a tremendous loss because most of it's still in there. Now that's gonna suck. Okay, so let me put this on priority 6 in there. Go grab these pipes. And then just a power wire. There we go. Deconstruct that. This guy's got to go, and we can get rid of those. Beautiful. Now we are going to tell them to priority construct these things. It's actually stupidly important that I build that now. Okay, what did we just get? We need to get this and that here pretty soon. So let's just get both of them right now. And then we can get the emulsifier. As like a later game type thing. I'm hoping to be able to get super coolant really quick to avoid having to go through the whole thing where you go through like the heat death of the entire base and all that. It just sucks. There's not really a good way to do it. And until you get super coolant, so I'm just going to get super coolant and cool everything from the get-go. And that'll be my priority. Also just got a, oh, nice. Somebody finally ate a not raw meal. So what about this guy? Doing pretty good, actually. Cool. You got food, right? Okay, it is growing. Cool. Now. That's great. Go ahead and allow this. And we're actually going to priority 9 that. I really need that to get built. Good. Now they have a way to get in and out of there. As long as they can get in and out. Uh-oh. Buddy, if you would mind, right. Yeah, this guy's having a bad time right now. What do you got on the back of your head? That's interesting. No. Beautiful. Oops. Okay, good. All that was built to priority 9, so we're good to go. Okay, let me get this. Good stuff. Now, back to this planet where they work on that for a little while. This guy's cleaning up his mess. That's great. He still doesn't have a whole lot of food growing, but it is doing something. I need to provide this guy with somewhere to get polluted water to. And we'll have to figure that out in a little while. We're going to have to put the polluted water probably in this right here to keep it away from the hot biome over here. Because if it gets anywhere in that hot biome, it's going to be just Steam City over there. And I'm never going to keep this place cold. So, it's going to be a bad day in the neighborhood for me if I ever have to do that. So go ahead and do this. And mop it. Just tell it to mop everything all the time. Actually, you know what? Just let that thing be open for a while. Okay, I do need to put a filter on this as well. So we'll just run over like this. And liquid filter. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't really want to put this down here in the bottom. Okay, give me that. I built this backwards. Cool. Do this. And then just a liquid filter, or a jump pipe there for the liquid bridge. Everything else will go directly into this pit over here, and that thing's going to filter exclusively water. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And what was the plan there? Was I just gonna use that entire space for water? I feel like that's kind of overkill. I'm gonna move that to there. And trash this. Cool. Now we got food going here for a little while. We should be okay. Somebody just about suffocated. Would have been a bad day in the neighborhood for that guy. Cool. Now, here's what we're gonna have to do. This guy, first off, he's got plenty to do, actually. So I'm gonna need to get crude oil into there. That means I need to get oil of some kind. Which there's 2 different kinds of oil now, so we can figure that out later. Okay. I'm gonna hard pass on those. Somebody has the unfortunate, that screams at Wiredow. Okay, cool. I'll be right back again. Now, here's the thing. Once that gets built, they're going to fill this entire tank in with a double-layered wall. Mainly so that it doesn't do exactly what it did before and poke through it. That's why the floor is doubled like that. Gives me a bit of a buffer. Cool. Okay, now go check this over here. This guy's fine. Struggling a little bit, but he's doing alright. That's not a good day for these guys. Okay, then it's time to get some stations running. I forget which tab stations are. Stations? There we go. Oxygen mask dock. So, we're going to move this door. And pretty much remove that door, actually. And then I'm just going to have a bunch of docks right here. This is going to be a real temporary thing. So, you know. And we're going to need to fill that up. Okay, so one of these is going to be oxygen, the other one's going to be trash. For some reason, I'm leaning towards the right side being trash and the left side being oxygen. But that doesn't make any sense. No, that makes perfect sense. Okay, we're going to do that. Left side's oxygen, right side's trash. Thought I was done with this, but apparently not. Sneezes continue. Anyway, so I'll go right here. Ooh. That doesn't go there. Dude, something's got me right now. Something's got me stirred up big time. No, let me go over here and deconstruct that tile. Cancel that tile. Put this in its place. And can you guys deconstruct this immediately? Don't you die on me. Okay, we need to extreme priority those. And then do this. Cool. Actually, just deconstruct it. Maybe. Okay, so we do that right there. That one can actually just be 9. Okay, so I need to make oxygen masks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. There you go. Okay. Now, this guy's not allowed in here for now. Everybody else is, but he's not. That will prevent him from shorting out all the time and ruining all my batteries. Where's, oh, there he is. Why did I have this here? Oh, right, I was draining all the water into there. We can move that now. I'm gonna go ahead and deconstruct all this by hand. That's cool. Bop. Oh. Okay. That's just talking about the Gravitas facility, which is like how we ended up here. Oh. Give me cosmetics. Do it. Eggplant Atmo Belt. Uh-huh. I don't know what an Atmo Belt is, buddy. Actually, can somebody deliver that, like, immediately? Okay, now here's what we need to do. 7. 6, my bad. Gas pump it. I'm gonna put a gas pump right here. With... Oops. With this... No. There we go. Cool. Very nice, and that one needs high priority. And the rest of them can wait. That's what needs to happen right now. Now, we're gonna do this. This guy's still got plenty to do. Good stuff. Right. Yeah. Safety stuff, whatever. Beautiful. Now that thing is going to start pulling oxygen. And I don't have the automation for that yet, do I? Nope. Unfortunate. Oh, that's a serious problem. Do not let that happen. Okay, good. Now he's not allowed in here. Trevor, Brother, there's oxygen right there. Are you gonna live? Okay, I was gonna say. And man, that bleach stone's really getting me. I need to get a morb in here, like, stat, so the morb will eat that stuff. Okay. Now that'll give me an oxygen mask with which I can fill the mask and then have them continue building this stuff down here without having to worry about them suffocating for the most part. So that'd be nice. Temporary fix. We're going to replace those with actual full exosuits eventually because we're going to need them for the industrial area anyway. So basically what I'm going to do is once I get this chlorine out of here, I'll build all the suit stations right here. And that's deliberate because I'm actually going to have like a big row of like mesh tiles right here so that when they take the suit off and if they soiled the suit while they were in it, they'll just drop their polluted water directly out of it into the tank below instead of me having to mop it all the time. And that's why I wanted this tank right here to be the polluted water one while this was the clean one, because then the polluted water one's easy to get to for the industrial area to clean it, and all the guys' waste just goes straight into the tank instead of me having to sort it out of this one. So yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of thought put into that I didn't really explain. And maybe I should. So, you know what, I will. While I'm waiting on them to figure all this stuff out. So, I'm actually going to pause it so I don't have to worry too much about what they're doing. This is going to be a giant water tank right here. And I'm going to try to keep that thing full of water pretty much all the time. And it's going to be pretty difficult to do. But not just water. Cold water. And when I say cold, I don't mean like freezing cold. It's going to be like 70-degree water like it is right now. All the time. And that's really the goal. This over here can be whatever temperature it wants to be, but it's going to be polluted water. And that polluted water will be used for certain crops and mostly be filtered out using a liquid filter to be put right back into the clean water side. So it makes the base more efficient for its water loop. This down here is going to be where I'm going to be getting a lot of my water, but you notice it's very hot. So the idea of very hot being like 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So I need to drop that a whopping 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not exactly easy to do in this game. The only way to do it is using a steam turbine loop, which is essentially, at least unless they added something in the DLC to fix that problem, the only way to cool it is the steam turbine loop, which basically means you use a thermal aqua tuner, maybe that's how you say it, but it's this thing right here, which is actually why I'm researching it. And it takes 25 degrees Fahrenheit of heat right out of the water almost every time it passes water through it. So, I believe it's 25. So then, essentially, you just run it through a loop, and then whenever a small vat of water, which is usually just a long, flat pit, gets below a certain value, you can take it out. But, so that's why I need to get supercoolant, because you can switch it from cooling the water through the thermal aqua tuner to just cooling the supercoolant, and then use the supercoolant to cool like a small shallow vat of water, so that when it goes into one end it's hot, but by the time it runs across the floor to the other end of that shallow vat, it's cold enough that you can put it straight into your base. And it essentially allows a continuous cooling method, which is otherwise ridiculously difficult to achieve. And it took me a long time to figure out how to do it. So we're going to be doing that. But I need to get there first, which means I need a power supply, which is why I immediately went up here to grab this natural gas geyser such that I can make a tank, and then while I'm building the rest of it, this thing will just endlessly store every bit of natural gas that it ever cranks out into a huge vat that, or actually it's not a vat at that point, it would be a gas tank. And when I say a gas tank, I don't actually mean the gas tanks that are in this game for ventilation purposes. These things right here, this is a gas reservoir. Not that at all. It's a custom built tank, and essentially it uses doors, the mechanized airlocks, which are these things right here, to trap the gases into a basically tile box. Like the tiles, these things right here. And you could indefinitely store gases like that, as far as I can tell. I had it up to an insane amount of gas at one point in the last save. So we're going to do that. And that's why this area needs to be the industrial area. because it's between the stupidly hot water right here, where I'm going to be building the cooling system right here, and then this up here will be where all the gas is stored to power the cooling system. So, and also the cooling system will be used to cool this entire area right here. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And it's going to be a little complicated, as you can tell, but I'm doing all that in advance instead of waiting until I need it. So, that should be perfectly fine. So, got a nice oxygen mask, which is very cool of you. Thank you for doing that instead of dying. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be a painstakingly slow process for a while. They'll fill from this end across, so, you know, and I'm going to actually set this to a slightly higher priority. Did he just, like, inhale that? That was it. Okay, then. That was that. Does this set to priority 8? Oh, they are. That's right. Okay. I really need to build this. Okay, Trevor, you going down there are you going down here to dig out this hole? Yes, you are. Good man. Boy, you are very slow underwater, though, for some reason, in that one spot. Okay, that's fine. He made a little bit of progress. Back to the second planet. How we doing? I need to get down to oil eventually, but it's right there. I mean, it's stupid hot, so. This planet's actually really shallow. That's an anti-entropy thermonullifier. Okay, so for anybody who's not familiar with what that contraption is, okay, hold it right here. The anti-entropy thermonullifier is a device that takes an input of hydrogen gas via this right here and outputs ridiculously cold air pretty much all the way around it, right? That is essentially an AC unit. So the reason I'm so happy about that is right next to space. Meaning I can cool a rocket landing platform with it over time without having to build one of those crazy steam turbine loops up there. I'll probably still have to build one of those eventually, but that'll get me by for now. And I can actually cool the base with it later, which is great, because if I can cool the base with that thing and then prevent all this hot stuff down here, all that hot stuff down here from getting into the base, then that will make my life way easier. So that thing is now a major priority, like a huge priority to get to this thing. Like, I gotta make that happen ASAP. Also, I forgot to turn the priorities off of the build, so we'll let him work on that. I'm not super concerned about the second planet right now. I'm mainly trying to get this first one set up so we have something to fall back on. And as long as we have something to fall back on, we should be good to go. Now we got both people, the guy who digs and the guy who builds down in here, and that is fantastic. Snack fruits. Right. I don't need them. I don't need them. I don't. Doctoring person I maybe could use, but not for a loud snoring person. I was gonna look something up. Oh. I do have a farmer, right? Yeah, Ed Wirdo is my farmer. He'll farm around the clock, so just give me some food. Easy money. Copy settings. There you go. I like that this guy's my farmer for some reason. It seems funny to have the only guy who's a robot in my entire base be the guy who farms. Alright. Now. Actually, you can just skip those. That's totally fine. Now, how are we looking down here? Everything's kind of starting to work out. So those don't hold a whole lot of oxygen, but it's enough, it seems. Go ahead and harvest those automatically. Everything. Is that another... I've got water for days on this planet. And that's a cold one, isn't it? Oh, dude, that is fantastic. You don't realize how good that is. That right there is actually one of the most sought after geysers in this game. At least in my opinion. Because that thing emits cold water and it emits a lot of it. You just gotta get rid of the salt, which is easy. It's cheap. And you get basically room temperature water out of it. Like, why would you not use it? So that's awesome. So now we have that. And we have the hot thing down here. Between the two, we can kind of try to balance out the temperature for a little while. And then we can use a giant industrial area here to get it the rest of the way to cold water, if you will. So that will be very nice. And if I don't get cold water, I'm cooked. There's no way around it. Wait a minute. First off, you need to do that. Deepak, he's got too much stress to get another thing right now. This guy's doing great. He needs athletics. Yes, I will do that, and I will get a third booster. I don't have one of those yet, but we could get those eventually. The crop tending one he's already got. The researching one I don't really care about, but I just had one, so... I need to give this guy... I will give him... Oh, wow. I'll give him the mechatronics booster, if I can figure out how to make it. Right. Okay. Cool. No, ooh. That's not great, buddy. Now, here's what we need to do. Go ahead and get that built. Thank you. You know, I'm gonna run. You're gonna be out of your exos. Why does it say docking exosuit? That's not an exosuit. That's a mask. But whatever. Okay. What is this? There's an LED light down there, it seems, made out of steel. Now, I need to get in there for that as well, but this is cool that you could do, like, a natural loop. There's polluted dirt right there and stuff. Wow, this planet's tall, though. Like, really tall. Can we deconstruct that? It's in a bit of a bad spot. Okay, so we got some uranium there, which is very nice. That's a loader, so that's where all the stuff's gonna go into that. Very, very nice. Trevor here is actually doing his job. I don't know why he's so slow right now. Oh, he's got a major eye irritant. That's probably why. So you deconstruct that. Just let that thing go. Cool. Oh. Okay. That's fine. He can do his job. These guys have almost got this part down here built, which is going to be very nice to have. That way I don't ever have... I just never have to worry about water storage again after that. It's just done. Well, I had the time to do it. At the top up here, these are going to be for those right there. The bottle fillers. So I thought about maybe moving those here, but I don't really think I need to. I think I could just leave them right where they're at. It's currently holding up my research with that, but it is what it is. You gotta build what you gotta build, right? Okay. Do this first. Yeah. Got him. Great stuff. Okay, get rid of these. How far down does it go? If I just keep going here. So we got one full page of that. That's a decent amount of distance down to the bottom of the map there. So I should check out what's down there as well. I got a colony achievement? Oh. Yeah, okay. Now. What are you doing? Oh. You really came down here to do that one thing, didn't you? Okay. I would like to get another duplicate, just so I could get some more stuff done. I'm thinking about getting a pilot, and then just having the pilot do anything but pilot for a while. This is going to be a total priority 5 job right here, buddy. There you go. Just whenever you get a chance to get over there and do that. Be wonderful of you. Okay, same thing with this. And that as well. So we got gnats up there? And sorry. Right. Drop the settings. This guy just nuked a toilet. So now he has to go over here and fix it. Okay, what do we got? Somebody broke some stuff. I think it got zapped when the guy ran by. Because the electrical's fine. Oh. Mechatronics booster I'd like one of, please. And we can do that as well. That way we have somebody who can do mechatronics, and that would be honestly great to have. Instead of having to train a regular duplicate to do that, we could just throw the booster in one of them and be like, hey, you're gonna go do the mechatronics now. Congratulations. Hope you have enjoyed. I don't know what the point of this thing was. I was hoping there's something in this sand. Okay. Can we please get this built up? I'm thinking pretty hard. We got oxygen right there, right? Yeah. I'm gonna do it. Cool. Come on, guys. Oh, for crying out loud. I should... We're going to change plans a little bit here. I think. No, that's such a great idea, though. I'm going to use this, and then I'll block this off, and just have them go across like this. Leaving this area up here regular foot travel, though. So that way, they can actually get to some places without having to get an exosuit. It'll save me a lot of resources later. Cool. Okay. I gotta say, these things look really derpy on max speed. Now. Got him. Now what do we got? We got a cook. Okay. Or we got a doctoring guy. I don't want either one of those. Give me the Draco egg. We're gonna need those. Definitely going to need those. And for now, I'm going to trap them in a convenient room, which is going to be, that one. Relocate that to here. Okay. Now, let me see what we got here. So that's getting somewhere. They almost got... Oh, man, that really needs... Okay, good. Good stuff. I was about to say that's going to break and cause me problems, but... Give me a second here. I need to think. Okay. I've got a plan. Well... Yeah, actually, I do have a plan. It's... No, it doesn't make any sense to do it like that. Okay, I was going to put all the water from this over here and then mix it together with this hot water to try to get it to be like a cold mixture to begin with. But then I remembered I have to get the salt out of this, and that's going to be a pain in the butt. So instead what I'm going to do is take the salt water and refine it down into the bottom down here. So I don't have it yet. Do I? Saltwater thing. Where is it? Oh, wait, I saw it. Right there. That. It's called a desalinator. Okay. How am I going to get the desalinator? I need to know something about it. Desalinator. Who's starving? Ah, it's his problem, buddy. He'll be okay. There he goes. Maybe they won't be okay. How much heat does this thing put out? It combines the temperature of the inputted materials. What? Oh, okay. That's quite a lot of heat, actually. We're going to have to figure out how to deal with that. Dude, why are you starving right now? You have so much food. Oh, you're stressed out and screaming your head off at the moment. Well, look, buddy, that's on you. If you want to start screaming, like, I guess that's your problem, man. But if you die, because you're screaming, I'm not, like, resetting the save. That's on you, Gearhead. That was your own stupidity that killed you in that case. Because you could have just ran up there and grabbed the food out of the box and ate and not died. Like, I don't got time for idiots in this game, so... You know, you'll figure it out. I have faith in you. I do want to make sure you can actually pathfind up there. Yeah. I'll even move you up there whenever you get a chance to sort yourself out. Okay. Now, how are we doing on this planet where everybody's happy? Oh, can you unequip that suit? Sweep. Oh, I don't have any ingredients for that yet. That sucks. Here's what we're gonna do. Hard priority all of that. So I can get the tank done, and I can forget about it. I need everybody in the whole base working on this stuff right now. My man. Alright. How are we going to figure this out? This is going to be a little hard for them to build because it's underwater and it's kind of far from the ladder. So, we'll see if they can swing it. Oh my goodness, you guys are certified boneheads. Don't lock your friend in the airless vacuum pit. Okay? That's exactly why I was building this and staring at it while they did it, because they have a tendency to do stupid stuff like that. Now, technically, I guess they could have just gone up, but still. Don't lock your friend in the airless pit. It's not cool with you. Okay, good. Now I can do this. Gee whiz, man. Very nice. Gearhead, are you still sitting here starving? Are you actually gonna die? This guy's actually gonna die. You're that dumb. Buddy, that's on you. I'm dead serious. I will sit here and watch you die. If you're gonna be that dumb. Instead of going up here and eating the food that is clearly inside this box right here for you. Like, there's plenty of food here, dude. That's on him. Forget him. I ain't dealing with that. I'm not. That's on him. I ain't dealing with it. That guy is not nearly valuable enough to me to warrant any form of help other than what he got. Like, I'm not dealing with that. He could die. I'll build him a tombstone somewhere. And that's fine by me. Medical. Wait, what? Oh. Why can I not... I can't see the things, by the way. They're slightly off the screen, so I have to, like, scroll across like this to figure out which one it is. There we go. Tombstone for you, my friend. That is a problem for you. And I'm going to put you right here as a testament to your idiocracy. So that everybody can look at you as you go by. Oh, man. I have no remorse for that guy. Oh. Nice. They're talking about rats. What's this one? Yeah, they're still talking about rats. I've read that one so many times. Okay. Cool. Rip Gearhead, though. My man, like, if you're seriously just going to sit there and die of starvation when there's food literally right there and you have a perfectly good ladder to get to it, that's on you. I ain't dealing with it. So, I've got progress to make, and if you're going to be that much of a problem, you're just in the way of it. Like, that's what it boils down to, man. So, anyway, we got this thing pretty well taken care of now. I need to set that to water. Good. Now, we just need them to build this section right here, which is going to be fine. I need to pipe already that thing. And just so I know where that goes, put that down. Yeah, the guy died. Is what it is. Shrimp. Oh. I thought there was like a new thing in this game for shrimp. So that's interesting. Now, I still need to figure out what I'm going to do with all these guys. Like, what was this again? Is a knit larva. What? To an irritating knit. Okay. So it's a baby in that state. What's this guy? A Jawbo. Wow, it lives 100 cycles. It eats Peikus, produces rust. Safe for duplicates. What's a knit? Are hostile airborne critters that primarily bred as food for laura plants to make amber. Oh, for real? And I can use that to make fossils, which is endless steel production. And I could do it without having to get it 203 degrees. But 203 is, let's get real, 203 degrees is pretty easy to achieve. You could just put it next to a water plant and it'd be fine. Wow. And for 0.8, basically one knit, you get 22 kilograms of that stuff, which then converts 100 at a time to 25. So it's not that great of a fossil production, but it does give you sand and resin. And I really need the resin, because the resin, it used to be really useful. Can you not use this for much anymore? Interesting. It used to be how you made like all kinds of resources in this game, was resin. But I don't think you need it much anymore. What do you... is this his breathing? Yeah. That's how he breathes, evidently. Alright, buddy. And Wiredo, you go do your thing. Very nice. Oh, I need to turn that back on as well. Cool. So now we have our polluted water tank and a clean water tank. And I'll have to sort them out, but that is what it is. So, go ahead and just start building this. And we'll have this one right here for the polluted water. And then we'll have this one for the regular water. And I'm going to move this pipe. So, we're going to move it up top. Like that, very specifically. So, this one now is clean water. And we need to take it up as well and just dunk it straight into this. Cool. Now, this one I don't know what to do with yet, so for now, just do that. And if you would, put it over there so it at least circles it. It's not a great solution, but it'll be enough that it'll get me by for now. Do that. And this, now this needs to be polluted water. Which I don't have a pipe for yet. I'm gonna add one. Oh, no, wait a minute. This is water in, that's water out, but I don't need water in, so this is polluted water now. But that's polluted water in, so I need one pipe for polluted water out. Okay. So we'll add a pipe down through here. I paused it because I don't want to screw up the timing of the portal there. So then we'll do this. And that. This guy right here will then go straight across. Actually go down and under like this. And then we'll just flip this one. There we go. Problem solved. Get rid of those. And grab me a blueprint. Now, we're good on researchers. Farmers and people who dig, we do not need. Supplying person might be okay, but it's not worth the food at the moment. Dirt. I'll take the dirt. And I'm not even going to go back to... I'm not going to bother going back here for a little while until I need the oil down here. This place is fine. They'll live on it, but it's just... I'm going to focus on this for now. Cool. Now, we need to start doing this as well. Ooh, that's going to be expensive. Alright. Here's what it is. Moose. Okay. And I'm doing this immediately. Instead of having to go back and fix it all later, that's what we're going to do with it. Oh. I really need to get that thing a tank. So here's what we're going to have to do. That was set to priority 5, right? Yes. Good stuff. So they should build this wall first, which is exactly what I need them to do. Okay, go ahead and do this as well. And that will allow them in 2 different directions so they can get the whole thing running. Now, stations-wise... Oh, how are we on research? Oh, we need water. Right, so this has got to get built, like ASAP. Because I need to get that... The research actually was not going to take that long. I got a pretty busted research guy, so... I should be fine with it. That's the benefit of getting a really good research guy, though. Is you could always have research whenever you need it to happen. It's just getting the resources to do the research that's hard. Okay, so we're on downtime right now. Time to do a little bit of research. This is going to be one of those hot, arid areas. I don't really like these biomes. I think they're kind of worthless, except for these Weedle guys. They're goated. But other than that, they're kind of not that great. These biomes are okay because they're cold, and I can trash it for a ton of water, and then fill it with something else. But... these are okay when they're oriented like this. When they're made like this in such a way that these guys can automatically start getting these, they're alright, but late game they're not too wonderful. I would much rather it be this regular biome than that. Now, I don't know what to do with this quite yet. I have to figure that out, and I'm hoping that there's more of that way down underneath somewhere. So that that's not my only little patch of the prehistoric stuff. Surely it won't be. But I haven't been down there that far yet, so we'll figure that out. And I don't really intend to go down that far until I get this set up with this and a steam turbine loop to get that running. And that's going to be really expensive, but the moment we have to start building that's the moment I have to go to this planet, because I need the oil off of this planet in order to make steel and fossils off of this planet to get steel, because typically this has a ton of iron in it. And it has fossils that I'm going to need for the lime to make steel. But as soon as I poke a hole in that, there's no going back. That heat will come out of there and will murder this entire base. So I got to be very ready to tackle the oil. Which is why I kind of need to get this rolling on this planet so that I don't run out of water before all that happens. Cold water. Very specifically like 70-degree water, because this stuff's going to be too hot. Now I can get by for a while by cooling the base with this thing, which would be 6 degrees at the moment. Very nice. But I don't want to do that. I did that before and it saved me, but I would much rather just skip that entire phase and go straight into the steam turbine loop, so I could just forget about heat issues and actually do well on this base. I need to make some 7 of those power banks. Oh. Really? I gotta research that though. So for now, I'll just do this. I'm just gonna go ahead and make 10. Let him eat. Now. Oh, thank you, man. There you go. Don't do that one, actually. Just all of them except that one, so you can still reach it. Now. How are we doing here on jobs, by the way? We almost have a mechatronics guy. Material studies I don't need yet, nor do I need astronomy. I'm not going to let that guy have a good life. That is getting done immediately, and super hard digging is getting done immediately as well. I gotta have those 2 guys. They just gotta deal with the stress. And wired air, this is Trevor. No, it's not. Give this one to Trevor. Okay. That's not bad. Yeah, I am going to need them to get this built relatively quickly. I'm thinking about P-rushing it for 1 day. I think I can swing it. I'm going to do it. Construction only. I got to wait until right when the cycle starts. Right there. Now hold it. Now, here's where things get interesting. Okay. Off we'll go. We'll see how well they build these wires. Because those things are going to be expensive. That guy's already starving. How much food you got? I'll watch you. When that gets down to about 300, we'll cancel the whole thing and tell him to go eat. But I bet you we'll be alright for a little while here. I'll do it at 500. Makes me a little nervous to get that close. They might make it. I think they'll make it. That was a very good use of a P-rush, I think. Oh, I think that was an excellent use. Yeah, because now he's just going to go eat. Right, you are going to go eat right now. Yep, he's got a muck root. He's going to go eat. Good man. Excellent. P-Russian's dangerous. You will kill dupes like that. Like, how, wait. How did you just eat that with that thing on your face? I don't know how that works. Anyway. Oh, good, 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 good. This is going to be very expensive. Is that my output? Ooh. I'm going to build my storage tank for all that right there. So it needs to be 4 blocks long. Man, can I remember how to do... Can Turtle remember how to build a gas pump system? Okay, so cancel that for now so they can actually get in there. Oops. And then dig out... I think it's a 5x4? It's that. Whatever that is. Yeah, it's a 4x4. My bad. So then, go right here to the ventilation... Oops. To the ventilation thing. And I'm going to need 2. One's got to be right... It's got to be really close to the corner. The one that's easiest to get to, and it's gotta be temperature rated. So that comes outside of that. But I can't build that there yet because I need the automation tab. That is a problem. I need both those gates. Well, do the research now while we're building this. We're gonna push our luck on that one. And can somebody do the analysis of that? Oxygen is gonna be a bit of a problem up here. To the point I'm gonna do this. And then just wall that off. There. Now they'll have to get in masks to go over there. Which should help out a little bit. And that's unfortunate. Somebody is about to be very hungry because they have no metal power banks. 7. I forgot to do that part. Do we not have an operator? What am I trying to do? What's Deepak been doing this whole time? What have you been doing, man? Looks like I need a second one. I know what my next dupe is. I'm going to need 2 operators anyway. And if I don't use it here, I will definitely use it on this planet. So, yeah, I think it's a good call. Ooh. Evacuation notice. Attention all Gravitas personnel. Evacuation protocol in effect. Reactor meltdown and bioengineering imminent. Remain calm and proceed to emergency exits. Do not attempt to use elevators. Well, I guess we know what happened to this place. Anyway. Oh, give me another one. Oh, dude. Oh. Huh. That's actually interesting. So then, let me check, this should be another one? Yeah, right here. Is it unethical to ask a hungry colony to choose between edible crops for sustenance or for power production? Of course not. You're right. Okay. Grilling booster. I don't really want another one of these guys right now, man. We're gonna get this person. Luddite, decreased machinery, but you are a machinery. Alright, whatever. That's a temporary problem. Okay. Right, Marie. What should we call this person? That's the question. Unstoppable Jude. I like that. Honestly, if you come up with a better name, I'll rename her. But yeah, this is what I think I'm gonna roll with. Unstoppable. Wait. Jude. Alright, there you go. Oh, and when you're not doing any of that, can you, supply a little bit of stuff? Thanks. Get to it! Go run on that hamster wheel! Yeah! Alright, that's what we like to see. Now, this guy isn't going to starve to death. That's very nice. Boy, buddy, you're looking a little under the weather there. Okay. Off you go. Oh, this is much better. Buddy, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not exactly sure how your skin takes being that close to that while it's going off, but more power to you. How's the research doing? Ooh, pretty bad. Because this guy's busy trying to do this. Honestly, I need that done anyway, though, so... You know. I'm gonna need to get power to those things, eventually. So we're gonna do it like that. Oh, wait, no, we're not. We're gonna do it like this. Perfect. Oh, and then connect that to here. Perfect. Good to go. Now, what do we got? Get that out of here. Now. No, that's what you like to see. Now, unfortunately, the chlorine gas is becoming a serious problem. I need somebody to clog a toilet. Hold on a minute. That right there is where we're gonna... Oh, wait a minute. No. We have a perfectly good room for that right here. Actually, we're gonna make a custom room for that. We're gonna call it the toilet clogging room. And that's what it's gonna be for. So, basically, I need to have them clog a toilet. If I can figure out where the plumbing tab is. There it is. Now, put 4 toilets in there, and then lock that room off. And basically, I'm gonna put a thing on that somehow to where it's only open during the off times. Like right now. And we'll do that with a cycle sensor, but I'm pretty sure I don't even have a cycle sensor. It comes up in the next research, right? Very interesting. My man, you are slow. Okay. I wonder if they can hear me just staring at him like, you're going too slow, beef man. You know, as he sits there and uses the bathroom. Anyway. Poor man. Very nice. Cool. I think this is hilarious, by the way. This power wheel. I think that's funny. Like, I've got tons of... Oh, no, that's the only one I've got is a rustic one, but I think that's hilarious. So... I need to get over there as well. The good news is we got plenty of food. Plenty of food. Okay. We got a decent amount of water as well, and it's done. Meaning this is now actually going to have a permanent supply of water, and research should be applicable. Very cool. What's up with this? Oh, we're just out of the suits is all? Okay. Put it in there. There you go. Okay, if that research is not good, the automation wires exist. I don't have any way to make the materials. I need one of those common machines. I'm going to put it kind of over here next to the industrial area for now. For the refinement tab. I don't have it, do I? Where is it? The crusher. They didn't get rid of my crusher, did they? Oh my goodness, if they got rid of that crusher, I'm so boned. Oh no. It is surely in here somewhere. There's no way they got rid of the rock crusher. Oh, it's still there. Okay, good. I was gonna be so cooked if I didn't have that rock crusher. Okay. Yeah, keep on it, buddy. The game bugged a little bit. I don't know what happened just now, but... I just want to know how often that thing's active so I can see the dormancy. And this is about to be a major issue. Hey. Can we, like, you know... seal this thing off a little bit here. I'm gonna have to P-rush that. That's gonna fill the whole base up, and I'm not gonna have enough oxygen to keep everybody alive. Oh crap. I changed my mind on your priorities, by the way. You're not gonna supply, you're gonna do life support. Okay. Actually, you know what? You can do both. You can supply and do life support. Because how often are you going to have to do life support stuff? Let's get real. You know? Okay, that's fine. Now, we are absolutely going to P-rush that. I can't have that thing puking out natural gas literally in my entire base. So... a bio... That's too close to the base. I have to use zombie spores to get this thing to work. Alright, my duplicates have discovered a laboratory full of dusty machinery. The vestiges of another colony's experiments, perhaps. It is unclear whether the apparatus is intended for biological experimentation or advanced mechatronics, or both. Well, I know exactly what that thing is. So, basically, there's a wall cabinet right there that's got sporkin seeds in it. And I had to plant those sporkin seeds. And I should have read that, but... Reboot an ambitious collaborative project spearheaded by Gravitas' bioengineering and robotic departments. If correctly rebuilt, it could save duplicate lives. Right. Okay, so... this wall cabinet has sporkin seeds in it, which cause your duplicates to turn into zombies. I have never let that happen, so I don't actually know what that does or how bad it is. But, one of these days I might get a dupe that I really don't like, and I might just put it in there to see what happens. But, I don't really want to risk it. I don't want mass infection. So, that is going to have to be quarantined off. I'm not going to use biobarts hardly at all anyway. To me, they're a waste of steel. So, unless I absolutely need them to get base stuff done, like in a hot zone over here or something, it's good that I have it, and it's cool that it exists, but unfortunately, I don't really need it. You know what I mean? Oh, I forgot to P-rush this, by the way. We're going to have to make him do that. Okay. Go build it. I'm really glad there's some reed fibers right there. Build that thing. Don't worry, I'll have a system to remove natural gas from the base as well. It actually will sit, like, right here somewhere, down at the bottom, to where this stuff just kind of floats across. So, I'm not tremendously worried about this. I just kind of want them to do it so I don't have to worry as much about it. Thank you. Did I just see you put sandstone up there instead of building it on, like, literally the one spot we needed it built? You're, like, out of oxygen, too, but kudos on you for keep going here. If you guys just get that one tile built before the end of the day, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much, Jude. Can you build that? Yes, thank you very much. That's what we needed. Okay, now we can just set that back to priority 9. Wow. Let them all go do their thing. Cool. Cool. That's fine. It'll waste a little bit of its natural gas, but at least that way the whole base won't flood with the stuff. And it's keeping up with oxygen production, but just barely right now, so... But that guy really wants that oxygen. Look at him go. Now... I need to figure out how I'm going to fix this, too. Probably just put a pump and dump it back into the system. Now... It looks like we're good. For a little while here. Now... man, I'm going to have a serious problem. How far away is that? Hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's... actually sucks. But if this is a planet... if that's a planet... my life's going to be good. If that right there is a planet. And if this is not the planet. I know one of these 3 is going to be a planet. Maybe 2 of them are. But I really, really want that to be a planet. If that... man, that would be so much better. If it was. Because then I could use carbon rockets everywhere. Because I guarantee you, none of those are a planet. There's no way. Now, this might be a planet. If that is one, I'll be ecstatic, because that would allow me to have carbon rocket go to there and back and forth automatically and never have to touch it. And this would allow me to use carbon rockets back and forth right here automatically. So I can ferry items across the entire thing. And like that would just be ideal. But unfortunately, I think it's probably, my odds aren't great, you know. So only one way to find out. Also, I really need to get a rancher so I can also get the food. Can we wrangle that guy and relocate him to like right there? If I get a rancher right here. No such luck, but I did get a rocketry guy. Higby. He's a Banshee, though. That is not worth it. That is straight up not worth it. I'm not doing it. I'm getting the grub fruit. The Banshees, they get themselves killed too often on stress conditions because the whaling takes so long to get over. And, like, where it drops back to 60%. So basically, if they ever get stressed and they're even remotely hungry, they starve to death. And, like, it's not even worth the effort. So. Now. So, give me a solid and only allow them to go to the right out of that door. Right. And then can we just disable these for now? Actually, no. Leave those enabled. I need the gunk extractor to start working. What is gunk, by the way? Gunk, if you heat it, turns into sulfur. Otherwise, you can turn it into solid gunk. So it's just trash. So you take gunk, water, an apothecary, and you get gear bomb and polluted water. I can deal with that. That's cool with me. I got an apothecary right there. And a way to get water to it. I'll take that. I'll make a gunk machine. I'll put it right here. Why not? Trash that. Meld that right there. And just, you know, extend my, thing here a little bit. Thanks, ma'am. And then just put this pipe straight into there like that. And now we have a gunk extractor. And I'm not really sure how that thing works. I've never actually seen it work. So I guess we'll find out. But that way the gunk guy will quit destroying my toilets whenever he has to de-gunk. So, I don't know if everybody here is familiar with that. So basically, this guy creates gunk instead of taking a dump. So, he nukes this toilet, and it immediately renders it unusable as soon as he uses it. But he has to use it like every 3 days or something. So, I've just been kind of dealing with it for now. But it's a bit of a problem, you know. So, and also, we are like flat out of oxygen right now. Mostly because we're out of power. I can fix that problem in the near future. Okay. So this is going fine. Now how am I going to get up? Unfortunately, up to there will be alright, but then I'm going to have to build a big ladder. Until I get to about right there. Okay, I'm not gonna do the squiggle method again. Now. Unstoppable Jude, you might want to be over here. Yeah. Now. Cool, thank you for building the toilet, I guess. Oh, it's the only thing you can reach. Right. Also, I need to prioritize this. If they're gonna build something, I want it to be that right now. It's actually really important that that does get built right now. So we can start getting the Brittle Blossoms seeds and whatnot. Like, how many seeds do I have? Oh, I've got 19. So technically, I wouldn't really need to do that right now, but I'm going to go ahead and start it anyway. I just want to have a ridiculous amount of those seeds, so I can forget about them. Okay. Wait, did that mechatronics? Thank you much. This guy's not capable of mechatronics. Sick. Alright, let's see what we get for random rolls. Digital cobalt. Alright, I can deal with that. Nice wallpaper. Did I keep all my old wallpapers? I don't know. Actually. Very nice. This guy's doing his agriculture. Oh. So. There's something, would you just plopped on the outhouse right there? I need him to clog the outhouse so I get morbs. That's what this down here is going to be. So whenever one of those finally clogs up, I'm just going to block it off and wait for the morb to show up out of it. I'm pretty sure it gives you 3 morbs per thing. And then I need them to get rid of the chlorine for now, because I don't have a way to dump stuff into space quite yet. And actually, can you build these items so that guy doesn't nuke a toilet in the near future? Like this bionic guy, Eduardo here, he's a little bit much. This is awesome though. Unfortunately, very hot, but still cool. I could see a little more. I think it kind of spreads down this way by the looks of it. So that might not be the only Jurassic thing I see. What does the Seacomb do again? I forget. It's, it takes polluted dirt and a Seacomb and a Seacomb leaves. I don't know what that's for. The Seacomb, it eats the Seacomb with the tropical Peku to make polluted dirt, so they can live happily together. This is just a free Peku farm, is what this is. What's this? I can get Phyto. Oh, that's very useful to me. That's Phyto oil, and that stuff is used in a lot of things in this update, evidently. Yeah, because I can make a farm for this stuff. Ooh. They are not quite efficient. So it's a negative cycle. I have to figure out a way to make that a positive cycle somehow. What about the oil? The oil has algae properties, which is great. If you freeze it, it just turns into the frozen stuff, so that's not that cool. But it makes biodiesel, which you can burn as a fuel if you put it through an emulsifier with some bleach stone. And I can definitely make bleach stone the moment I find a chlorine geyser, which I doubt's in there, but you know. I know they exist. So that would be useful in some other planet, perhaps. But I could also get it with slime. Oh, dude. I could make a puffed farm and have that stuff for days. That is sick. Looks like there's a bunch of stuff on this side. Alright, what do we get? Oh, wait. Did we just get the automation? We got the star map sensor. We got a bunch of regular sensors. Very nice indeed. Did I get all of the automation yet? Not quite. What do you mean? Cool. Thank you. Yeah. That guy's not going to suffocate, so we'll let him do his thing. They'll build it. Does anybody know how that thing actually works, though? Hey, can I get Gear Bomb, like, indefinitely with the Apothecary? How about you make that forever? Okay. That'll work. But we'll make that 7. Base priority for applications and such like. Now. Give me another 7 of those. Thank you. Let's get old Eduardo here running. Or Eduardo, I should say. Thank you. Now, how far does that thing reach? So it reaches that tile. It sucks that that doesn't quite reach. To the point I'm actually going to take that off. The end right there. No, I can't. I'll have to just put another one right here. Cool. I did keep my old blueprints, by the way. That's awesome. Hatchling. Digging, tidying. Nope. We don't need that either. I'll take the eggs. They're easy to move. So, where do I want Hatchville, USA to be? Right there. That's now Hatchville. And that egg's going down there as well. Sick. Now, whether they do that or not, it's going to be interesting. Oh. Hold on a minute. Is there a medical one? I'm not seeing it. Well, we actually do need a doctor then. A doctor to make the gear bomb, which kind of sucks. I don't really want to have a doctor, but at least it gives doctors a purpose. Like, before you really didn't need them all that much. Cool, very cool indeed. Now that is going to have to be one of these cool... Oh, what's going on here? That's going to have to be one of these old crappy wires. And we're going to make that its own power supply for now. It should last them like a day or so. With that. Cool. Beautiful. And being that I'm not ever going to be up there, just lock that area up there off with one of these. Cool. Now. We're out of O2 because we're out of power. Oh, this thing is starting to struggle as well. This is no longer worth it. Turn that off. Man, that guy's really cooking on that thing. No, I really need them to build this. So they know that that up there exists. In the near future. 'Cause I really want to get that started. I would like to just go straight to foraging. But to do that, I'd have to go poke a hole in the oil thing, and that's a ways away still. I do have iron ore right here, though, so I could make some steel, which I'm going to need. So that's good to know. Yes. Mine all of it out. Good man. Also, I need to do this. I don't have them yet. What? I don't have a fire pole? Where is the fire pole at in this menu? Fire pole. I guess I don't. Alright then. What are we researching right now, by the way? The bottom stuff? Yeah, I need that, so I'll have to wait on it. Yeah, he's doing his job. Okay. Did I not sign that one? Apparently not. Good. Look at him go. We're gonna get right over here and immediately do that. Activate that thing. I want that now. Yes, sir. This is gonna be a priority 8. Even though there's no power wire for it, we'll figure that out later whenever we need to. But this allows me to transport materials instantly to this planet. Using that right there. So, that will be very helpful to get the steel over there. What is this? Hold on a minute. We'll look at that here in a second. And it didn't like that. Whenever it just tried to load, it did not like that. So, my man. Now, immediately smack that up right there so that we don't waste a bunch of oxygen at this particular juncture. Then set that to 9, if you would. Is he going up there to do it? Yes, he is. Come on, man. Ooh! Yikes. Never mind. Change of plans. Do that quickly. Thank you. Now, that's going to go all the way down there. That's fine. I'll sort that out later. Okay, now set those back to 5. There he goes. I always thought this was funny. There he goes. That's the only time you'll ever see that animation, most likely, so. Now that's hooked up. Now, back up here, what were we doing? Oh. There we go. That's still moppable, so we're fine. Now, that's the edge of the map over there, too, so. That's in a kind of a bad spot, actually. But I can deal with it. So I gotta figure out what all this is. So we're gonna let this thing cruise. Right, so what is this? We got a Megafrond. Megafrondia byronus, commonly known as Megafrond, is a gigantic plant that dwarfs its surroundings. Its size is not the only daunting factor in its cultivation. The Megafrond's gigantism is possible thanks to its singular adaptation to cold temperatures and caustic gas environments that few other living things, including farmers, enjoy. These challenges... What's in here? Chlorine? Okay. These challenges are considered a fair price for bragging rights and a useful grain harvest. Spore. Okay, that's the seed. So then... The Megafrond grain, an ancient grain that can be processed into food. So it takes chlorine gas, which I'll have plenty of if I find a geyser. 9 cycle span too, that's a nice gap. The chlorine gas is what it's going to be grown in. Okay, so put it in a pit of chlorine gas and trap it with oxygen. Got it. Okay, easy money. Now the grain here is what it makes. This ancient grain is now food, which can be turned into pancakes, frost buns, as a renewable way to get that. Pico filet, tallow, to get fish tacos, wow, you can get a lot of really good. So this is a high-end food item, is what you're telling me. A really high-end food item. Like +3, +5, +5, 5. Yeah, okay, this is what you do if you need high-quality food. Right. There's a honey jar. Evidently. Now, a dardle. What do we got? A dardle. Dardles are docile reptilian creatures whose existence centers around maximum energy conservation. This species was once known as the fastest land-based critter in existence. However, its deep aversion to physical exertion has grown stronger than its desire to escape predation. Researchers are uncertain what, if anything, the dardle is saving its energy for. So this is a full-size one. They eat dew drips and excrete bleach stone and chlorine gas, so they're perfect for this thing. Right. They're preyed on by Rexes. I don't want to look at that. I'll figure out what that is later. So... oh, there it is. Never mind. You didn't see that. So... what's a dew drip? A crystallized blob of brackine from the dew dripper. Okay, that's more than I'm going to get into at the moment with that. I'll figure the rest of that out in a minute when I get up there. So it's cool that that stuff exists. Very useful indeed. I really need to get that cool slush geyser so I can get some clean water into this place. Okay, run it. Full speed again. You're telling me there's oxygen you're breathing right there? And that all that natural gas that you're currently... yeah. I don't know about that one, Chief. Also, what in the world of water physics is that? Yeah, alright. Cool. Okay, they can still make it up there. That's great. Oh, my man. You're a legend, beef man. Okay. So... I'm going to inspect that and get a nice thing here. Buddy, I've read this one before, so... wait, have I? Alright, I haven't. I'll read it. Party time for local students. Students at Elian University of Science and Technology have held an unconventional party this weekend. While their peers may have been out until the wee hours, wearing lampshades on their heads and drawing eyebrows on sleeping colleagues, students Jackie Stern and Olivia Brossard spent the weekend in their dorm, refreshments and decorations ready, waiting for the arrival of the guests of honor themselves. I'm not going to lie, these guys sound pretty lame. The two prospective STEM students who studied theoretical physics with a focus on the working of space-time conducted the experiment under the assumption that, were their theories about the malleability of space-time to ever come to fruition, their future selves could travel back in time to greet them at the party, proving the existence of time travel. That causes an irreversible time loop. You can't do that. They weren't inconsiderate of their future selves' busy schedules, though. Should the guests of honor be unable to attend, they were encouraged to send back a message using the code word hourglass to communicate that, while they were certainly wanted to come, they were simply unable. I'm pretty sure that would still screw up the time frame. I'm not sure how that works. Sadly, no one RSVP'd or arrived at the party. But that did not dishearten Olivia or Jackie. As Olivia put it, it just meant more snacks for us. I have read that one before. You're in a bad way at the moment, Trevor. So... oh, I forgot. This guy just turns into the Matrix once in a while. Right. Microchip. Let's go. I'll take that. Thank you. Now, have they got this built yet? Pretty much. Almost. Oh, I totally forgot to do something right here, though. There we go. So, we need to hook that thing up to the waters, which it is done already. Nice. Okay. Oh, what is that? You're gonna tell me, you're just gonna throw this Arctic-looking fox at me? Okay, hold on. A phlox. A phlox. Evenly distributed throughout the phlox's dense overcoat are countless vibrissae-like hairs that transmit detailed sensory information about its environment, allowing it to detect changes as subtle as a shift in another creature's mood. Sure. Phloxes avoid overstimulation by whipping their tails to release the pent-up energy. Because these tactile hairs are so sensitive, they cannot be safely shorn. Right. So I can't get fur off this, is what you're saying. Phlox antlers, however, are nerveless and cumbersome. Handlers who unburden them of this cranial load are often rewarded with the critter's long, slow blinks of contentment. So it's a cat. Phloxes are non-hostile critters that graze on brittle blossoms and pike apples. While phlox antlers are fully grown, they harden into shearable wood. You are a wood farm? Okay. It's a wood farm. 100 cycle lifespan? And it eats not a lot. And it makes dirt. That's a dirt farm. You are a dirt farm and a wood farm. Wow. Okay, that's actually incredibly useful. I can get behind that. What's this? A shrubbery plant. Shrubbery. Alright, that's going to throw me off so hard. A shrubbery plant. The semi-parasitic shrubbery plant leaches moisture and trace minerals from the primordial ice formations in which it grows. The fruit of this varietal contains low levels of stomach-upsetting ferrotoxins, which, while not fatal, do serve as strong motivation for foragers to seek out additional sources of nutrients. So you're telling me this thing licks it. That's what I'm going to gather from that. Shrubbery. A cold seedless fruit that triggers mild brain freeze. It cannot be replanted. Oh. Well, that sucks. Okay. Alveo vera. Man, that is a blatant play on words. Alveo vera. As if the rest of this wasn't. The alveo vera's fleshy stems are dotted with small apertures, featuring bidirectional valves through which carbon dioxide is absorbed and sticky oxygenated water is secreted. It makes water? The buildup from the respiration cycle crystallizes into oxalite ore. Never mind, it makes oxalite. That is actually also very useful. Horticulturalists have long been curious about the proactive epithelium that prevents the oxalite ore from sublimating while on the plant. That's extraordinarily useful then. Unfortunately, it is too fragile to survive handling and has thus proven impossible to study. So it consumes carbon dioxide and ice and forms harvestable oxalite deposits. That's sick. For rocketry purposes, believe it or not. But unfortunately, it has to be in a cold area and it requires ice, which is extraordinarily expensive to get. Unless you got a lot of it from a free planet or something. Oxalite's right there. Carbon dioxide, ice, that makes oxalite. Right. Okay. That's nifty. I'll let that thing do what it's going to do. What is this? Brine ice. Oh, okay. Alright, well, that's my exploration phase for a little while here. We're going to need a ladder right there. Okay, to the research focus. Research and cooking, supplying. He's frostproof. Not bad dupe, though. Unfortunately, I just don't need him right now. It might be a mistake, but I think I'm going to pass on that for a Sweetle Larva. Now, the tiny guy I could absolutely use. This guy I could use on the other planet. I'll go for this. Okay, so I got all that taken care of. I need to go research the basics of... Did I actually say high culture? That's funny. Okay. I need the refinement at this particular juncture. Rock Crusher. Okay. Give me that. All of that. Just give it to me. I want all that stuff. Now. That thing's now dead. Well, it was good to see why I was alive for 3 seconds. I know what all this stuff is. That's from the base game. I can deal with that. Okay, so there's a surprisingly large amount of prehistoric stuff going on here. I really need to get that thing fixed. You have no idea how much water that thing is going to crank out. It gets an absurd amount of water that thing makes. Like, to give you an idea, that thing makes cold water at 14 degrees Fahrenheit at 2,869 grams per second. And it erupts 810 seconds out of every 964. If it is even remotely active, instead of going dormant for like stupidly long times, that thing's going to crank out a crazy amount of water. Because at that rate of 2,869 grams per second, so call it 2,900 grams per second, just for easy math, right? I go down here to this other one that looks real big. It cranks out 4,000, which, so it's just shy of this thing, really. And it makes cold water. Like, it's great. And this thing, you gotta cool it, and it makes the whole area around it scalding hot and all this, and it's just a pain. So I would much rather have these guys up here and just take the salt out of them. It doesn't really take that long to do it. So, yes. Now, I really, really need to get... Oh! Lock the door! Don't let anybody in there. Nobody goes in, nobody comes out. You got it, Eduardo. Man, that was quite a reach, but okay. So, you know, here's what's going on with this, right? We got this right here. That thing is now going to sit there until it makes a morb. And that morb is going to eat the chlorine gas out of there. So, should be fine. And man, that thing... I don't see it whipping its tail. I mean, I see it whipping its tail there, but... Alright, then. Now. Okay, so everything's fine. Can we mop that? Now, what do we got here? Man, I really need to explore more of this and see what my options are. But that's okay. I could technically send somebody to the other planet immediately as well. So they're working on this right now. How's the research coming along? It's actually super close. Alright. Get ready. Thank you. The kiln is going to go over here somewhere. And that, my friend, is absolutely getting blocked off with one of those. Okay. Now, that needs built like immediately. Okay, so priority 2 this. There we go. Good man. I want all these to be the same level of priority. They're right there. Okay, give me construction. We really need to get that built. That's like big time importance. I'm gonna use that to crush metals so that I can make the automation thing right here that runs all these doors and whatnot, and then we could get indefinite power from that thing. So it is stupidly important that we get that. I feel bad for this guy because I don't have a doctor yet that will heal him up. Okay. That's fine. Do this. Poke a hole in it. Oh. Okay. I could build farms right there. It's cold all the way around it, isn't it? Yeah. Interesting. I'm like kind of pried at the edges of the map right now. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of copper. Pried at the edges of the map here to see what I can find. Going up is more important to me than going down right now. So we got to figure that out. Can somebody build that? Like, preferably now? Come on, Ruby. Or, sorry, Taylor. You're normally named Ruby. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the slimy meteor shower. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Now, eggshell to lime forever. Raw metal, nope. No, we're not doing that for sure. Oh, they changed these menus. Thank goodness. There's not 500 things. You can just click the raw mineral. So, I'm going to make 10 of these. And set that to priority 8. Oops. Wrong button. Now. This is where we need supplying, guys. There we go. We got an eggshell. That's cool with them. Man, they're putting a bunch of eggshells in there. I'm gonna do these guys a favor. That way they can get over there to this and start helping that grub fruit out, being that they're probably hungry. Okay, off you go. This will also help me get this built. Yeah, they were definitely hungry. Sucrose. Man, that fox kind of trips me out because it whips its tail so violently. Now. I just think it's funny, this fish thing down here, this jawbow. It's just a square. There's a little baby one. That's funny. Okay. Boy, you guys chose a rough time to be here. Almost. Hey, could you, like... Thanks. That's much better. Yeah, they'll go in there and rub that, baby. Thought they would. Oh, look at how cute he is when he sleeps. This weird little bug guy right here. Do you guys not sleep, evidently? Just the little ones? Guess no time to sleep for the adults, right? Oh, the achievement earned. Crittermorph? When did I get a Crittermorph? Where did I get a Crittermorph? Okay, I really needed him to make that. In fact, I think I'm gonna do this and let him eat. Like, could you guys do me a solid here? Like, the moment we... You know what? Nope. No eggshells. Only gold. Cool. I'll be right back. I just need I need to go sneeze actually really hard. Okay, we're back now. Sorry about that. Now... A what? I'll take it. Explain. Mimica Bud. Mimica Buds are excellent companion plants that provide a farm with the advantages of beneficial insect presence without the challenges of managing an additional critter population. Inside each tightly wrapped bud is a highly concentrated pool of enzymes and imaginal discs, similar to those found in the Lepidoptera insect family. Under the right conditions, this unique collection of produces a mimica. Man, why do they gotta use such big words, man? Ephemeral pseudo-insect organism that accelerates growth in neighboring plants before settling into its final seed form. The sight of a mimica never fails to fill a gardener with awe. Right. So you're telling me I should put it here. Why not? Let's give it a go. See what happens. A what? A mimlet? Oh, but it expires. Get them while they're hot. Because these things expire rapidly. I gotta plant that like right now. As in, somebody do that. Also, how much gold do I have? Gold. I got a ladder bed I don't care about. Attempt shift. Oops. I will need those, but not right now. Extension ports for rocketry. That's nice, and a fire pole. Okay. Automation-wise, what can I now make? Now, here's the trick. I need a timing circuit. Timer circuit's there, okay? Now I'm gonna need buff gates. Boy, can I remember how to do this. So it's 3 filter gates. With... Oh, you can color code. That's cool. It's 3 filter gates with... another filter gate down here, right? I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to do some tests with it. It has been such a long time since I've had to make one of these. Okay. That is going to be there for sure, though. Definitely. Oh, they deconstructed the entire thing? That's not what I wanted at all. Put it back. Man, that guy is really hauling in the air. Did you see that? That guy was in so much air, he like took a whole section of it out. That's incredible. Now. Farming man. Grab that seed, stick it in there, and see what he does. Okay, what does it need? Dirt. Yeah, alright. Does it need any water? I guess not. Okay, it's happy. It's growing. I'll let it do its thing. Why not? Let's see what it does. You know? Now, how are we on the gold spectrum over here? We got 100 kilograms of it right now. Not bad. Now, I need to do this. So the first one's going to be 2. This shouldn't be that complicated to make. 2 seconds, 4 seconds, and 4 seconds. Right? One of them's going to need a NOT gate. Because we want to... Oh. I screwed up. This one needs to go right here. Okay. So then... those will control the doors, so... they want the first door to be opened and the second door to be opened at the same time. So this will trigger with a NOT gate. Do I need to use buffers for this? I do need to use buffers for this. Okay, so... wait. Cancel this. Buffer gates. So... now... it'll get pinged. And this one will hold open for 2 seconds. And so will that one. Except it needs to be 244. But with a filter gate on this one. So 2 4 2. I think will work. Anyway, that'll make more sense here in a second. Once it gets built. And I'll be able to do some tests with it to see what works and what doesn't. And then this thing would be on a cycle of like 8 seconds or something. Oh, we need an AND gate as well. I need to get an Atmos sensor. Hey, boss. We don't have Atmos sensors, do we? Oh. Right. Okay, well, we're gonna get them. so we'll do that. An AND gate. I need to cram an AND gate in right here somewhere. I'll put the AND gate right here. So that I can cut this. Put the output in like that. This will go into there and then down on the bottom. Perfect. Okay. That should be fun. Cool. What is that? Get out of the way, Fox. Sorry, Elvio Vera. I was not aware of your game. Anyway, let me just keep right on rolling. Now. Okay, hold on. Set that back down to priority 8. And P-rush this. Get over there! Do your jobs! We got stuff to build! Yeah! Uh-oh. He can make it. Now. We're gonna need to build these out of these. Give them a minute here to finish all this off. Oh, that works. Cool, thanks. Alright, hold on a minute. We're still good for a little bit. Come on. It takes so long for them to build those doors. Alright, priority 9 it. And tell the 2 starving dudes. Yo, you're gonna go right there, and you are gonna go right here. Thank you very much, and you're not gonna be starving. You're gonna eat. Good stuff. Now I need to get this connected to out of the base, which means I really need to get the pipe that goes to the surface, and there's dirt there. Man, that thing is weird. And that thing keeps covering it up. Alright then. Now. I didn't inspect this yet. Oh, it's gonna be red top to... Somebody's over here complaining about the janitor. He's just doing his work. Leave him alone. It survives in the vacuum of space by virtue of being plastic. The old office plant. It's one of my favorite quotes in the whole game right there. The clock. Okay. Oh, it... Oh! Now it's gone. And it dropped the oxalate right there to make a ton of oxygen. So that room's just going to be chock full of oxygen. I guess. Now, how are we doing down here besides a ton of water? No, I'll scoop all this. Woof. There's a lot of fish going on in there. Okay. Starvation, you say? Buddy, you're literally on the toilet. Ah, look at that. We got a morb. Let's go. Does it only make one, or do you think it makes 3? These things still consume chlorine, right? Do they not eat chlorine? I thought they ate chlorine now. Wait a minute. Did they change that? Yuck! It says when he's passing gas. You're a bold fellow to be in there right now, ma'am. Oh. Thanks. I guess. This is a priority 5. Alright. This deed's done. Get up there, guys. Do your thing. Now, go over here. Please be a doctor. No such luck. I don't know what this plan is, so I'm taking it. What do we got in here? If I could figure out where it is out of the 5,000 things that just... Okay, there it is. An Adelia flower. Or is it an Adia flower? If it's Spanish, it's an Adia flower. I'll go with that. An Adia flowers are a rare species of everblooms that thrive with very little care, making them a perennial favorite among newbie gardeners. Their springy blossoms can't be bopped gently for sensory entertainment, but hands should be washed immediately as the petal residue can be bopped, my bad. As the petal residue can permanently stain most textiles. So, Adias are decorative plants with the soft pom-pom shaped blossoms. Gazing dreamily at them has a positive effect on morale. Uproot that plant. No more mirth leaf around here. We're gonna plant a tree. What? Oh. Yeah, okay, cool. We can leave that one. Actually, cancel that too. We can just leave the whole thing. But you know what? I just don't trust it. I'm gonna tell him to build it anyway. I don't trust that the Abyssalite isn't gonna blow up and flood my base with natural gas all the time. Okay, to the automation tab. Now, the green duration is 1. The red duration, we'll make it 8 for now. So, boop, like that. You notice now it boops this bottom part down here. So, also, I need a sensor right there, but I don't have it yet, so it's never actually going to do anything. So for now, unless that's getting researched, it's not quite done. I shall put a signal switch right there for now that I can use to toggle it on and off with. Now, this, as soon as they get that build in there, they can't reach that, can they? Also, pipe. And it needs to be heat resistant. Cool. You guys might want to run. Okay. Everything's cool. Oh, I hit the wrong button on that one. We're just going to starve him way too much here. I think I'm just going to let him finish it off. Got it. Now we can check this. So that one's on. Oh, those are all set to the same time. Give me a second. 2, 4, 6. So that's doing what it's supposed to. That's close. Not quite. It's 1 second off. See, this never shuts off. So this one needs to be set to 4. It's real close. So it's 2, 2, 4, 6 has to be there, right? Can I set this to 0? And then set the whole cycle to 6. Two, 3. So 6 and 4. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, it was close. Just make this to 10 for now. So it opens all 3, and it's not supposed to do that. So this one needs to have a delay of 4 seconds. Or 2 seconds. So now all those are closed. Oh. One, 2, 3. Right. Open. That one needs to shut before that happens. So this needs to have a shorter timer, but like a second. Really? See, those aren't supposed to be open at the same time. But you're real close a second ago. Give me a minute here. I could make this really simple. Two, 4, 6. That has a delay of 4. Oh. Oh, it never quite opens. That's right, but it never quite opens. So close. 1, 2, 3. One. Not quite. See, it doesn't open all the way that way. Interesting. Okay, hold on a second. I need to think about this carefully. If I run this in a cycle, right, and it's just going to get pinged every so often. If I put a filter gate on it. What does it do? This continues sending the red signal even if... Right. So I need to switch these to filter gates. That would make my life way easier. Okay, hold on a minute. Hopefully somebody runs over there and does that real fast. Maybe not. They're going for it. They're a little stressed, but they're going for it. Your salvation is almost here, my friends. Good. Now, pull up the old automation tab, whip up the filter gate instead. Come on. This is why you build this stuff from the outside. Okay, so then this will go into the same thing. Let's just try to run it all the way across. So if I do that right there, and then I look at the automation grid, right? Then this will get pinged for just a second. Right? Because this green signal just needs to last so long. Though, I need to have the green signal be a ping. The green signal needs to be a 1 second ping, and then this needs to be like the entire duration of the loop, right? So those do need to be buffer gates, but they need to be set up in a different way. Like, so that needs to hold that, once it gets pinged, right? And it needs to hold the green signal open for 2 seconds, just long enough that the stuff can flow through to the middle section. But then the middle section needs to have... It needs to be open the longest out of all of them. So it needs to be 6, and this needs to be 4. Let's try that. But one of them is probably going to have to be inverse. Because this will... It opens immediately, right? Yes. So this one is going to need to be inverse, I think. Right here. With a NOT gate. So it will stay closed. Well, that's doing its thing. And that's where a filter gate will come in. Right, which is what I was trying to do before, because the filter gate, right, let me read this. The filter gate allows the green signal only when it's received green for so long. Right. So this will stay shut while these two open immediately. And then this one will shut first. Then this one will open. That one will close, and then that one will close. That should work. Okay, if I could just figure out the timings and how to do it right. Now, I'm going to automate doors with that. Using these mechanized airlocks right here. These guys. And I need to put that right there. And this just needs to go straight down into it. But I'm going to do it like this. Easier to repair the pipes if they get broken. Cool. And just to make sure that doesn't screw me over, I'm going to disconnect the pipe. Now, I don't know if that timing's right for the 10 seconds. It doesn't really matter, so make it 25. And we'll just test it every 25 seconds. Okay, she's going to crank this out, no problem. So 2 seconds for you. 6? 6 seconds for that. 4 seconds for this. And try 4 for that. Ooh. Well, that's a bit of a problem. It didn't quite do what I was hoping it would. Because this isn't long enough, but it has to be a 1 second pulse. How is one gonna do that? Oh, what did I just get, by the way? Give me a second here. Atmos sensor. Hey, I needed that. Thank you. And then insulated pipes and gas shut off and all that. I'm not worried about all that right now. I need that. Let this thing run now. That's the thing, right? Because this is never going to be long enough of a pulse for that to happen. Unless I set it to be a NOT gate. But even then, that seems overcomplicated. Why can't I just hook it straight in? Let me just try. Like, this probably won't work, right? Because this is going to be 4. Yeah, see that it crushes the gas and deletes it. So right there, the first one's shut. But this one wasn't supposed to open yet. So hold on, let me bump this down to 10. So that one was open, and now it's shut. Then we have the gas trapped here. This one now needs to open. How do I get it to do that? Is there a delay circuit? That would make my life so much easier. I don't think there is such a thing in this, though. Oh, stream's dipping a little bit here. But it'll come back around here in just a second. Now, how am I going to get this thing to work? Right? I need to write some stuff down. I need to, like, actually figure this out. So, if I get in here and I get a note. So that one, what was it? 264. Okay, give me a second here. So we got a thing for 264, right? And then I need to go in here and make sure that the timings of this work out. So, what do we got? 264. I don't know that that's going to work. I could just go to my old save and figure out how I did it, but I'm actually kind of curious at this point. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. At one point, I had like a picture of this thing too. I might be able to find it like that. But 264, so the math works out the word out. That's fine. This works. Right, so 264. I just gotta figure out how to delay this one opening, is all. Right? Yes. How am I gonna do that? That is the kicker. I don't know how I'm going to get... So if it's 264, let me stick this right here so I can see it. It's 264. So this needs to go because it's blocking it off anyway. So this is definitely not going to work. Let me get rid of that. I'm going to replace that with a NOT gate. Why is that so hard to understand? So we have this. This goes through the loop. That is now currently opening both of them, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. The next step shuts that one, so that's fine, and it leaves this one open. That splits the gases from the entire area here, meaning I get a net positive in there because it was a vacuum right there. So that moves the gases right there into this section. So then I need this door to open right now before this one closes. So pretty much when that one shuts, this one needs to open, is what needs to happen. And then that one needs to hold itself open for a short period of time until that one closes and then shut. So, how am I going to do that? What in the world? I can use 2 buff gates. I think that'll work, won't it? Can somebody get over here? One of you knuckleheads? Alright, there's a knit egg. I don't really want that in here. There's a rocketry guy. Alright, Steve. I kind of like... I think I'm going to leave that as Steve. I don't already have a Steve, do I? Hold on a minute. Do I already have a Steve? Nah, Steve it is. Alright. So he's frost-proof. He likes rocketry. No husbandry. Whatever. And he's also a rancher in his off time, I guess. And he likes suit wearing. That's great. Steve, welcome to the club. Rocketry. And eventually we'll get you in exosuit training and stuff like that. Cool. Now your job, Steve, is going to be rocketry. And you won't have a job for a good while. So you're going to be a tidier when you're not doing your rocketry stuff. Actually, that's a terrible idea to screw me up later. So just don't have any other side gigs. Also, can I plant that tree seed? There you go. Now, is somebody going to come over here and deconstruct this thing? That's the real question. Go! Oh my goodness. Get rid of it! One of you, run! Run like the wind! Thank you, Trevor. You're a trooper. Run, Trevor! Your oxygen supply's only gonna last so long, man. Okay. A knock gate and a filter gate. Okay, hold on. Deconstruct that one too while you're at it. While you're here. That's how we're gonna do it. So give me a second here. Knock gate down here. Bulk. And go ahead and do your thing there. This one needs to be a filter gate. Right? I think that'll work. I might have a complication. I'm just not thinking through here very well yet. Come on. Up you go. Okay, eventually they'll get this built. It seems like it's gonna take a while. No, what are we up to? Come on. I really need to get some O2 into this joint. Though it needs to be a higher priority than the rest of them. And he can't reach that? No, he can reach that. It's just he hasn't done it yet. Come on. Okay, so that one's now built. Set that one to 4 seconds. Now, how do I get it to close? It's doing what it's supposed to. Right there. There's phase 1. And it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do on phase 1. Then, that is then going to be phase 2 right there. So this door's shut. And now the gas is trapped in here. That one now opens, meaning there's an easy way for the gas to get into there, but this is going to be in a very high pressure. So this door prevents it from coming back in, and that door is going to squish it out, like that. So then these are closed, and now the gas that was here is now crammed into there with the rest of this. Now here's the thing. I need that one right there to... I need this thing right here to shut. So how am I going to get it to do that? Because you see, it would, I think it would screw it up, wouldn't it? How am I going to get this to work? I need one more thing of automation in there somehow. I think I just need a filter gate on the bottom with an AND gate. Or no. No, I'm stupid. I could just do this really easy. With a filter gate. Right here. And that goes in it. And that also goes in it. Let me set this to be like 8 seconds or something. 6. No, 8. It does have to be 8. And that means the whole cycle should be like 10. Okay, cool. So these guys are going to run this over here. And then I'm also going to tell them to do that. Just so they'll actually build it. Okay. Set that to 8. That's real close. I need to get this thing to turn off, though. So, I need to create a system that toggles. That's the problem. So it needs to go through the NOT gate immediately, and then that will open the door as soon as that turns off, right? But I need like a pulse that only lasts a few seconds after getting triggered. So how do you do it? I would, because if I put it here to cancel this. Oh dear. I could do it with an AND gate. I feel like that's going to get kind of complicated. Like, if I put an AND gate right here, and this and that must be on, and then this just delays its output for a little bit, then it would pulse the output to open the door and shut it, and you could do that with a really specific timing. Yeah, alright. I don't really want to do it like that, but it is what it is. Well, I just opened the star map somehow. Okay. So, here's what we'll do. We'll do that. And I might need a NOT gate right there, but we'll find out. Okay. So get that out of my way. I don't really want to use a second AND gate right here, but I guess I am going to. So this is going to be the output of that. Right. And then we're going to put the NOT gate. Where is it? The NOT gate right here. In like this. Immediately. And then this wire will go into a buff gate. So that is going to say, hey, it's green, immediately. But we need to pass the red signal through in a delay. So which one holds green signal? Does this hold green signal? Yes. So this needs to be a buff gate. Done. I know there's an easier way to do that. There's gotta be, but it still works for me. I'll take it. Oh, I can reach that? Sick. Could you guys build that one thing for me? I'm actually gonna have them deconstruct this stuff. Cool. Now. Oh, wait. 4. Check the automation. Okay, ignore the doors. Just look at the wires here. So, the top wire up there. Oh. Okay, so both open. Why does that one open immediately? Oh, crap. Okay, I need a 2-second buff gate on this entire thing. That sucks. Okay, here we go. So do that, and then we have it. That is insanely complicated. And that means this could be 6. There is surely an easier way to do this, but it is what it is. Well, one got starving a little bit, but that's okay. Now, watch. So, this one... 4. I just don't trust the edge case of that. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Is it fine, though? So, open, closed. Closed, open. Run at 1 speed. So then... So both those open, this one's closed. This needs to be set to 12. And then that one's closed, so now the gas is there. And this would open, that would shut. And then this one closes. This needs to be set to 4 seconds. So this opens. That closes. That opens now, and this closes at the same time. Then that closes right after that shuts. So then this would open back up. That's still shut. This gas is now trapped here. The gas is now able to free flow, and it's forced over by that motion right there. So then we watch that 3 times speed. Okay, that's perfect. Now, we get to hook this thing up to the power grid. And I'm not going to do that. Forget that. We're going to go over here and build the industrial area. Starting off with natural gas generators, and a lot of them up top. So, 44 for now, and I didn't mean to do that max priority. Okay, off it goes. Cancel that. Set this thing right here to be these kind of ports. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Give me the power grid going on here. 2, please. There we go. So then do that for now. Then we'll put the batteries right here because those things are going to run hot. And I mean hot, hot, hot. So we just need one though. And I'm kind of tempted to move this out of the way to do it. But that's okay. I think what I'm going to do instead is we're going to move this whole thing over one time. I just need one battery. One smart battery is all I really need. It's being researched right now, so we'll just have to reserve the spot for it. So, the battery, the jumbo, will take its place for now. Oh, man. Come on. There we go. Now, this is going to do its thing. Cool. So then rip this up. Put these here. With this. And I just don't trust the Abyssalite. Okay, so then do that right there, and now we have it. Now that'll give us like a wee gap for storage or something. Like for these things maybe. Being that is a... I think I'm going to do that. I'll move those down here. And then that will allow me to kind of use that space for something good. And I can put the battery for this down there as well. Like that. Cool. And this is just going to be one huge room, so... I mean, let's get real. This is going to have to be a power generation station, though, so we're going to try... Do I have the station for that? No. But it will be, like, that big, and it'll go, like, there, maybe? I could even put it right here. So, we'll just trap it in there, like... We'll give it an extra block of space. I don't remember how big it is. And do that. Then, surely to goodness, that'll be enough space. Cancel this. Go in here, grab heavy watt stuff. Put that in there, and another one right here. Up it goes, and then that's how we'll power this thing up here. Now, I'm just gonna, for now, I'm just gonna pop a power transformer down, and it'll be a lot cheaper for me. Oops. Like, this. No. Do that right there, and then put this into the ground beneath it. And then that's how that'll get connected. And that's how it'll indefinitely supply itself with power. And let them start building this. Then put this here. That works just fine. And I don't think it's going to need power to do that, so we're just going to mine that out. Now, for the piping is going to get a little complicated. So, let me grab a pipe right here real quick. We're going to need to feed the piping with igneous rock exclusively. Like this. Then that. And this is where things are going to get interesting because I need to use my output pipe. And my output pipe is this one. This is my trash pipe. So I got to do that, and I kind of want to insulate that so that the base doesn't get ridiculously hot. Up until just about... That'll work, to there. Now we have that running. Now we just need to get a pump, which I'm just going to go grab from right there. Put it right here. And just run a regular old pipe. Right over to here. Where it will be dropped out like this. Okay. Cancel this. Now build this right there. And there we have it. Okay. And then we just need to do this. Grab this output from there. Igneous rock, of course. And do that. Done. Now, that needs connected. I trust that it's actually going to work now. And we need to do this. And that'll stay locked because there's not enough pressure in there. Now we need an Atmos sensor for this guy. Which means I screwed up. The good news is we don't have all the stuff in there yet, so deconstruct this. And just put a ladder right there. And then they'll go in there and build this stuff whenever they get a chance. So, that needs to be disconnected just for now so that I know that it's not going to do anything stupid. This needs to be hooked up to the output of the whole base, and I'm not even going to bother filtering it. So I think I'm just going to literally put it up and then run it straight across the top of this, because isn't that 4 blocks tall? Oh! Look at that beautiful thing! Wow! What's it doing? Wow! Well, does it get fertilized? Wow, it goes 25% faster with that? Dude! That's awesome. Man, that guy's really sick. How did you get slime lung, dude? You're like mostly robotic. Alright. Whatever. Okay. Now, these guys are going to have a bad time trying to build all this, but the research is now done for the battery, so we're good there. I'm going to start getting low resistance conductors, just because I think I'll need it here in the near future. I don't quite need ranching because I don't have a rancher yet. And the rocketry stuff, honestly, I really need to get to the surface before I can even do that, and I haven't made it yet, so the telescope's where it is. Technically, I could send a guy to this planet and just have him look in space, but I kind of want to detect it from these 3 things, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Now, the power control station is what I was looking for earlier. I don't have enough refined metal. I'm not putting a jukebox in here. Then we got a power bank charger. Oh, really? Wait, what? Wait, I need to look something up. Let him do this while I'm looking this up. Eco power bank. A rechargeable power bank. Oh, really? Oh, okay, so you can't just indefinitely power your guys with it. But I could. Extreme digging booster. But no, I'm good. No worries. Supplying doctoring, thank goodness. Decreased medicine. But you're a doctor. Bro, I'll wait for another one. Give me the eggs. Alright, I'm not even gonna bother moving this. I'm not gonna do it, so. Okay, give me this. What do we got? It is Further Leech Socks. I don't know if I like that, bud. Cool. I forgot to put a filter on this. Ooh. I will put that right here. Oh, oops. And we'll just run it that way. Now, I need to put a gas filter out of this material right here. Okay. Now that is going to go that way for all the other stuff. And the whole reason I was over here was to check if that tile right there was 4 blocks above this. It was 5, which is actually perfect because that gives me a 4-block gap. Cool. Nice. Now just hook that up and up the space it goes. But this could be better or whatever. Oops. Okay. Airlock, please. I got one right here. Yes. 2 of them, one on either end. No, that's the hard top of the base right there. Cool. I quite like this thing, if I do say so myself. It's kind of derpy, but I like it. Incredibly useful for only having to grow that one thing. Also, just set this back to auto. Did you gunk that toilet? Evidently not. Okay, how much algae we got? Enough. Good. Now, how do I make one of those rechargeable units? Eco power bank. Put, Make 10 of them. And then I got stations. Where's the thing that allows me to charge it? Compact discharger. Oh wow, that is small. I don't know where to make these things. Okay, hold on. Eco power bank. Must be kept dry. Right, well, how do I recharge it? I don't know how to recharge this thing, dude. Okay. So give me an eco. Yeah, see, empty eco power bank. How do I charge this thing? Bank charge. Power bank charger. That's a thing? Hold on a minute. Where? What? Power bank charger. Where is it? I already have it. Well, wait, what tab's it in, dude? Power bank. Oh. Maybe in power? Is it in here somewhere? Yeah, it's right there. Oh, okay. There you go. Let it leap. Now, my question is, if the duplicant eats one of those things, is he gonna just destroy it or what? It'd be cool if I didn't have to make these dumb power banks anymore. Okay. Now, that's getting built. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now let me go over here and deconstruct all this. So I can get all the items out of it. Including that one. Just get everything out. Clean floor. Because once we start putting natural gas in that box, we are never opening it again unless absolutely necessary. So that's kind of why I want to just go ahead and make that stuff conductive wiring. Like, conductive wiring. I don't have it yet, but this wiring that I'm researching, I kind of want to just go ahead and do that for this because I really do not want to open that thing. And who? Oh, somebody was dying for a second, but they're not anymore. Okay. Alright, what do we got? I know one thing, you guys really gotta put some algae in this, dude. We're gonna priority 9 that. Okay. Power bank chargers, 100 of these. I don't have 100 metal. Nice. We're about to, though. As soon as I actually get some power. Okay, guys. We really gotta get this built. Like, it's gotta happen here, okay? Pretty enormous problem that we got going on here. Oh, the thing bloomed in there. That's awesome. In fact, you know what? Just do all this right here. Just, you know how it is. Okay. Thank you. Cool. Natural gas. Oops. Somehow that Thimbleweed is still alive. That's amazing. Alright. Okay, well, hook that up. Let her rape. Build that. You fool. Okay, now, we're gonna have to give them a little bit of time here for the evening. And as soon as they do that, I'm gonna P-rush this entire thing over here. And that will allow me to get power production kind of up and running. Power production is my main concern right now. And I was concerned about the water, and now I need the power so I can process the water. So, then once we get that running, we'll be able to do a little bit of rocketry, try to get the supercoolant. I need to get supercoolant as fast as possible. Period. Now, the power bank charger is going to throw a slight wrench in the plans. So, let me get some copper going on here. Okay, so we're gonna majorly. Oh, that guys need to eat. I'll give him a little bit in the morning then. Come on, Imp. Eat your food. And man, I don't know where all this came from, but you guys really need to run that. So now, as soon as that gets going, we'll start small, a little bit each day. That first. And also, it doesn't make any sense for me to have this here anymore. Just deconstruct it. I'll put that back. Oh, knuckleheads. They got problems. And they need to fix them. Okay, there we go. Now. Actually, you know what? Burning on that too. Let's see how far they make it on this, because they're currently starving, right? So, I need to give them like a little bit more time, I think. So I'll just turn that off, and then they'll sort themselves out so they don't starve. But you could just get so much work done like that. No, that thing's back to doing what it's gonna do. I guess I'll just let that thing do its thing. Come on, guys. Oh, man. That's fine. I don't really need him, though, is the thing. Plug slug eggs are... That guy's a rancher, though. He's a binge eater, but he's a rancher. But he can't build? Pfft, no way. You think I'm that dumb? No, everybody's got to be able to dig and build in this base. That way, you never get stuck with some guy who's just a dud, you know? If he gets trapped somewhere, he can actually save his own life. Okay. Man, it's just there's so much waste right now because it's overpressure. I really need to get that fixed. Is this going too fast or something? Oh, it's not powered. It works better if it's powered. Okay. Now here's the thing, right? Man, Steve, you're going to want to be over there. Just trust me. Win this one. Start it. Trevor, why are you always hungry? Just eat something. There you go. That's it. Now. We're going to have to run a lot of hamster wheels to get this thing started up the first time. We'll just let it keep doing this. But no, it won't work. We actually do have to run on hamster wheels just to get this thing running the very, very first time. So, we are going to add some hamster wheels right here. 4 of them to be precise. Forget the kilns. Who needs them? Now, can I build the power thing yet? Yes. So that's that guy's kitchen, I guess, right? So we'll let it do its thing. Oh, I totally forgot to do this. Man, I really need to get to space so I can start dumping stuff up there. Taylor, how did you get yourself in this situation? Just, you know, How did you get to where you're at right now? Did you go through these 2 tiles? But you guys are kind of dumb, you know that? Research time. Let's go. Small oxidizer tank. We don't need that yet. We'll need some plastic here in the near future. We actually don't have a guy yet for that, so I will not do that. We do have solid transport, which would be nice to have. Especially being that I got a mechatronics guy pretty straight off. I think I'm going to go for crash plane right now. I'm going to need it. The water sieve. Who needs it? We'll get that later. Okay. Rocketry is going to require a lot of stuff, but I actually don't think you need exosuits anymore, which is kind of nuts. Tomorrow we're going to cause P-Rush to get this built down here. They will never build that. Like, it'll take them forever. Just for now, I realize this is going to be a bit of a problem for later, but if I click this, do I have gas tanks? No. Right. Also, how does that thing get out of there? And I don't understand how that exactly happens, but that is what it is. I love that Mimica thing, dude. That thing is awesome. Oh, yeah. Time to roll, baby. Now, I'm thinking pretty hard about trying to, do I want to waste the metal on this right now? I kind of have to, don't I? All right. Okay. Here's about 10 more of those, thanks. Deconstruct that. P-rush time. We really need to get this P-rushed. I gotta get this running at least before, like, cycle 80. There's no way that it takes that long, right? So let them update all their stuff. They'll do that. And then I'm gonna tell them to build this. How are you already starving, Trevor? You're always hungry, bro. Go eat some food. Well, I'll let them do these few things right here, then. And these guys over here will take care of the rest of that. Trevor's like, feed me. I'm so hungry, boss. Who's suffocating? Trevor, you're a problem for me, Trevor. You know that? Trevor is a bit of an issue for me. Alright. Trevor, I swear, if that's you. Dude! What is this man's problem? Eat some food. That ain't hard. Just go down there and munch on that. Yeah, there you go. Bro. I cannot wait to have a vent to space. To where I can just vent that stuff out. eat something for crying out loud? You know what? No, nobody allowed in there. You eat when you pick up the food. There you go. Eat that. Perfect. Gee whiz. Trevor's gonna be the bane of my existence. I know it. So, when are you all gonna build these wires right here? We not have enough gold for that. Right. Okay. Well, if you don't got enough... large dischargers and all that. Okay. Now, copper's right there. Man, I really need him to build us. Also, can we just, like, disconnect that for a little while? Just to get it to shut up over there. Who's starving? Okay, Maximilian is now starving for some reason. No, he's not. Why is everybody always so hungry, bro? Like, sure, there's priority rushing right now, but there's been plenty of time in the evenings for these guys to eat, and they just don't. Thank you much, and I shall go over here. No, nobody's starving to death, are they? Good. I was gonna say. It's what I thought. I like how Steve ran up there, built one tile, and then left. Oh, he's coming back. Okay, I was just gonna say, like, this guy really just did that, didn't he? What's this? Brazia? Okay. Let me go right here and see what's going on with this. Error prone with medicine and science and whatnot, but is a really good person for digging stuff. Don't really need that. I like that thing, but titanium researching, yeah. I'll take the seed, thank you. Okay, can we, sweep that? But they're making short work of that, though. My guy's flying on that stuff right now. Okay, you guys had a nice solid nap, and you're good, right? Can we please get that built now? Please? It'd be very cool of you if you would. Dude! Max. Alright, hold on a minute. How much food you got in you? You're fine. Do it. Oh, actually, it's break time. We'll turn that back off. And this as well. Okay, there's no yellow alerts or anything. Everybody go eat some food. Thank you very much. Off you go then. Munch, 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 they say. Man, those dudes are breathing fast. Look at them go. They breathe fast even on normal speed. Little hatchlings. Okay. Now it's go time. Let's do it. Come on, brothers. I will readily admit this is a very expensive way to go about your, setting up a base. And I question whether it's actually faster or not. But we're going to try it like this. Because this way I just build it right the first time, you know? Look at him go. Do we have enough to make a nice battery yet? Yes. Oh, come on. There we go. Smart battery. Now, automation wiring. Where are they at? I just kind of want to go straight up and just go right over with it. There we have it. Now, if they ever get this built, it'd be great. Cool. Let's get some priority 5 stuff up in here. Okay. Oh, somebody's hungry. It's Maximilian. And he's starving. Man, that guy is really a wreck. You know that? They are getting it done now. It's taking their sweet time with it, but... I'll give them until those dudes get over here. Thank you. Cool. Did I not set that to priority 9 just a second ago? I thought I did. Interesting. So we got that going on now. Now where am I going to move all this to? Dude, will you go eat something? Dude, I just set that to priority 9. Did I not? Oh, that's only the digging. Oh, my bad, my bad. That's on me. I screwed up. I'm the idiot. Nice. Now we got a couple morbs down here too. They're taking care of business. The chlorine did go away. Everything below the morb is gone, so... Or above the morb pretty much is gone, so that's nice. Now I just gotta get all this stuff out of here, which is why it's dangerous to poke a hole in these things the first time. Oh, come on, guys. Max, you're gonna starve to death. You really gotta go eat something, like, right now, brother. I said, get up there and eat the food instead of rubbing your eyeballs. What are you doing, man? Oh, he was eating it. It just didn't show the animation. Cool. And I should turn all of this off for everybody. So they will prioritize eating the lice loaf, which is a much better food source for them. Thank you. Oh. Okay, guys. I've had a sudden change of plans as of, like, right now. And, I gotta end this stream about right here. Which just kind of sucks. I would love to have gotten this done right there. But I have something I gotta go take care of. And, I will get back to this. It's gonna be a while before I get back around to playing this game again here. So when I get back, I'm gonna just stare at this and I'll know immediately what I was trying to do. But I need to leave for right now. I apologize for the abrupt ending here, but... So, I want to thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Turtle Dude. Peace out. Bye. This is that weird part of the stream where I gotta wait a little while for the stream lag to catch up a little bit here, so I don't just cut you off right in the middle of it. Okay? But that's all we're gonna do for right now. Thank you all so much for being here. I do stream this from time to time, but not super often, so take that information as you will. So yeah. And man, I don't know how far away the stream thing is here right now. So, but it's looking like I'm getting wrapped up with this. And there it is. So yeah.